Alright guys, today we are going to deal with Django project. Um, so let's start with the Django project itself, what exactly it is. So mm, mm, start share. I wish to share my PC. Share. Oh, share. Alright, so we'll start here with this project structure. Mm, okay. So what we are going to learn here today, the web development with Django, right? So Django is a web framework of Python, and there are many available frameworks in Python. A few of them named here as Django, Cherify, Python, Flask, Bottle, Pipy, Pyramid, Jupyter, and GAE framework, right? Now, if we see from here, so we need to understand here in this particular PPT what is Django, what is the project structure, because it is in itself is a typical thing. Then we have to understand the data handling, the admin interface, how Django forms works, how views work, and how template works, right? It is difficult to understand all these things in theoretical, frankly speaking, guys. So we will see a hands-on of everything from our side, right? So to understand a basic concept, we are moving towards the PPT, and then we frequently switch between PPTs as well as the hands-on. Right? So first of all, we try to understand what exactly the Django is. The Django is high-level framework for rapid web development. It is the complete stack of tools, data model for the Python classes, production ready data admin interface generated dynamically, means it is ready to use and serve. Elegant system mappings for URL to the Python codes. We understand this thing in a minute or so. Generic views means you have to write a generic code which can be reusable everywhere. Right? Then clean and powerful template. What exactly the template is? We have learned this concept in the Java also and C++ also. So templates are the common term in which you can write a generic code, and you can use those codes frequently with the linkages to other objects, right? Then components for user authentication, form handling, and caching, etc. So this is all includes in the Django. Right? Then moving it from here, we can create different projects here. You can create an app within the project directly. Guys, don't get confused with the name what is the app, right? It is not like your mobile app or anything. So we'll start up with the concept of app. So from here, let's switch for some time to, you know, okay, from here, let's move for a little bit time to the process of how to get this apps or everything, and where exactly we'll be getting it in the distributor like Anaconda or the Python programming or some PyCharm. So guys, for this particular Django development, we use PyCharm, right? So first of all, I'll let you know that PyCharm download, right? We'll be moving step by step to understand the concept of that your PyCharm, how your Django gets attached itself to the PyCharm, right? So for this, we need to install the PyCharm. Most of you are already aware, I know this thing, but this is for those who haven't downloaded or installed PyCharm by for themselves, right? So guys, we for the Django programming, we'll be using the uh, PyCharm ID, right? So for this, we download, we'll be, whenever you move to this particular website, jetbrains.com, you'll be getting two options, professional and community. Since we are initial people who are started working, so we will be using this community uh, part, and then we start downloading the PyCharm here. So as you see that PyCharm is starting installed on my system, but since it is already there in my system, so I have paused it. Just for your sake of convenience, I'm showing it here. Then from here, as we move to which folder, where this particular, let me pause it because we already have it in our system. So I have to show you in the folder that this is how it looks after the initial installation. And by clicking on it, you can simply follow the process of installation on your system. And once it is installed, you need to open it from where you can get it in this initial startup. Only you will get your PyCharm Community Edition. Click on this. I have already opened it here. Now. What happened is that I have started a little bit new things here. So for the sake of convenience, I'm doing it. So whenever you move into the PyCharm environment, then you have to create a new project. Right? So I am creating here new project named Hello, H for Hello, WORLD. Then I have to click on create here. Now I want to create this project in some new window because I do not want interference of some old project which is working there. Okay. So this is what the virtual environment is being created here. Meanwhile, this virtual environment is creating here. I'll take you again to a particular site known as Amazon.com. Right? So guys, the word which was frequently coming here was known as apps, and apps, right? We try to understand what is the meaning of project here, and then what is the meaning of some apps over here, right? So, so what is the meaning of app here, and what is the meaning of a project? So guys, on this particular website, Amazon.com, if you see, it's a complete project in it, right? And if we say about the term buy again Amazon Pay mobile, I come here into this category named mobile. Right? So whatever be the thing you are seeing here is in itself are having hundreds and hundreds of options here, right? So every individual tab here, this tab and this particular option, if I click on camera, then so many category of cameras is been you can see here. So every individual link here is an app. Okay, this app is entirely different than your simple mobile app. Please try to understand this concept very clearly. This particular website is a project in itself, and these particular tabs or the categories I'm getting here, like TV and entertainment or the audio. So every single link which you can see here and click here is known as tab. Okay, so this is what the meaning of creating project word here and app, right? You create a project. Yes, we have created a project Hello World here, right? And inside this particular project, I am able to create some kind of apps in it, right? So let's see if we wish to work on Django, how we work here, right? So from here, we go from file to this particular settings, okay? So when I move towards this setting, a new window will pop up and I close this initial setting. And if you see here, you will see the project h underscore world. Now, what does this project h underscore world will work here? You will be getting two options, project structure and Python interpreter. Guys, since we do not have Django in our PyCharm, we need to connect that Django in our PyCharm, right? So I'll be clicking on Python interpreter. As you can see, there are two packages already installed here, setup tools and pip. Pip is what Python installation, right? And here we do not have Django. I want Django here. So what I do, on the right hand side of this window, we'll be having a button named install. Click on this install, write Django here, right? And click on install package. Done. Okay, so meanwhile, we can see that something is being installing. It is not very visible on the screen. If you see it, putting some concentration over here. So in the first particular link itself, you can see the installing. This means this installation process has been initiated. Now, let's go back to our PPTs. Meanwhile, it is getting installed. Then we go move towards that. We create a project. Okay, we have created a project named Hello World. Now we need to create an app over there. Okay, so we create an app over there, right? And after that, what will happen? App you understand, project you understood. Now, what will be the structure of our project? So in a Django project, so you are having a package that is known as Python pack, right? So it is having few settings in itself, few files in itself, right? So the name of few ones are setting.py, urls.py, and I'll just show you as soon as that installation is being done over there. I show you everything. See, now I move back again from that particular PPT of mine to this Django package. So now you can see that at the end of this package Django installed successfully. Okay, so at to this place our work is being done. Okay, guys. So now close this window, close this window, and we are here again on the main place from where we will start doing our coding and everything. So I want to correlate these two things. Which one? The talking about Python package on your Python pack, and then I was talking about few files that settings.py, urls.py, and a few more apps. Right? So let's try to understand these things one by one. Now, if I click here, and then you can see what I was talking about. So it is having this project is having a few exes and a few more things here, right? Now, what I really want to do, I wish to let you know that what I was talking about. Then I move towards the C drive. In C drives, I go to the users, then my computer's name is Toshiba, then I go to which place? PyCharm, okay? PyCharm projects. So Toshiba, then PyCharm projects, and in this I have created a hello world. So if you see here, you cannot find any other file here. For this, we have to create this particular entire project, right? And if I move into another project of mine, let us suppose hello world. Now let us see. In hello world, what we are trying to talk about, we will be having one project named hello world, and this particular PPT has been talking about few files named settings.py, urls.py, and a few more apps. Okay, so you can see here more than those particular files, things are there. This is settings.py file, urls.py file, init.py file, wsgi, and asgi. These are the py files. So Python files which are available. Every file is having its own task. URL is having its task to connect itself with the different URL available in the project. Settings is having its task for the creation of database connectivity and XYZ, so many things, right? ASGI initial init path in itself is having many tasks in it. So this is how a basic project looks like, right? So from here, I wish to let you know that where were we are here, and how does it actually looks in the PyCharm window. So let's see here. I'm having one project, hello underscore world, right? So let's see here how this looks like. Inside the project, I can create. I told you I can create some apps. So I have created few apps over here. App one, app two, and these are all apps. And this is what my real project is. This is what my hello world project is, right? So asgi.py, settings.py, urls.py. So these are the default inbuilt files in it. You can use this particular files to connect with your database. This is a project I have created with the help of database connectivity. So we'll see one by one that how these things are being done, how these particular sites are connected. Every URL which is being created here needs to be connected by URLs of any particular apps and etc. You can see an example. I show you an example that this is what the URL patterns, and I have to add every URL path of mine, whichever page I am using. So this is all the paths are. Okay. So from here, I don't want to confuse you here more. So from here, I move back towards the this particular project structure. So I already shown you how does the Python project structure looks like, and in a project structure, you are having some apps, right? So the name of apps is according to your choice you can give. So Python a project, Python a path project will be there. Then it will be having models.py file in it, views.py in it, and urls.py in it. If you want to create like HTML file in it, you're always having an option to create those. What kind of options you get? Like here, click right click on your screen, then new, then whatever kind of file you want to create in this particular project you can always create, right? Python file, HTML file, directory you wish to create, some Python package you want to create, so you can always do such kind of things, right? So this is how it is talking about. So firstly, we put our focus on where this hello world. This is what my main project is. Which one? Let me show you from here. This is what my hello world project is, and it is saying that it is having few files: asgi settings, url.py, wsgi.py. So this is what the original project holds. And if a project is connected with few apps, then these are the basic settings available in this. A few I have created here also, right? Like test.py, and a few a little bit I created. But by default, how many files are there? By default, the three files are there: models.py, views.py, and urls.py, right? So this is how it is being created in a project. Then what happens up and running, how to create, how to run your project. So there is a command here, manage.py run server. Okay, so I keep on telling you about this particular commands, but I wish to show you where exactly you can run all of your these commands. You cannot see anything, any terminal over here where you can run all these programs or commands of yours. So at the end bottom, you can see Todo, terminal, and Python console. So click on terminal, so you will be able to see here that terminal. It is exactly like your CMD command mode, right? DOS command mode. So here also you can simply write, like, you wish to create some file, and I am already in this project. Which project? Which I have created recently, h underscore word. So if you wish to move out of this particular file, you can see that I can move out of it, this particular directory, right? If you wish to see the list of your sorry, ls okay, directories here, so you can see that how many directories are available in this PyCharm projects, right? So we have already seen, like, from the Windows visualization, that how many directories were available, right? Folders, in case terms of folders was available. So hello world is there, h underscore world file name, Rishabh is there. So this is how the different projects are being created here. Now let us say I move inside, which one, HELLO, which is being created previously, underscore WORL, right? Hello world, I'm moving inside. Now I wish to see something here. LS works here, no. DIR works here. Okay. So let's see how many particular files has been created here. See, manage.py is there, SQLite, because this was the entire project I have created. So database connectivity is also available in this, like DB SQLite is there. So these are the different directories and files which are being created here, right? So guys, this is how a basic project looks like. Now, what this particular PPT wish to talk about, whenever you wish to run, then you have to manage.py run server. You have to run this particular project. Like in this, we run here. What was the name of my command? Manage. No, 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 no. The name of my Python. What was the name? Okay. Python manage.py run server. This is how you are trying to run your project, right? What is basically your project is trying to do here. So with the help of this particular command, you can be able to run, right? So see, my project, this entire project is inbuilt, which I have created, and it is having some SQL database connectivity in itself. So you will always get some kind of URL in this, right? So while click on this URL, what you can be able to see, let's wait and watch. Mhm. Is it connecting? can see in this opera something is getting uploaded. Let's wait. Okay, so this was what my basic project of Django is. So just like an HTML page, you can get something to be written over here. Hello from the Django. This is what the home page. If you click on some link or something like this, then something related link will be opening here. I have created it for the YouTube structure. So let's see if the YouTube gets opened. See if you can see here, the YouTube gets opened here, right? So my initial page was linked to the, you know what, YouTube. So YouTube has been opened up here. Now, just like if you wish to fill some form or you wish to fill some value in it, 1 plus 5, then how the output will be connecting over here. So these kinds of things you can see. So guys, this is how a basic project in Django will work, right? Then moving from here,